Hello everyone. Today I want to talk to you from my heart actually. It is not about having the daily horoscope, it is not about predictions. If you are the person like me who have been suffering for long and not understanding and realizing the reason behind it, although you also have struggled hard, you are still working hard, but you are not getting your life, I'm not saying kind of fixed, but there is no such positive result where you feel yourself at least at peace. If there is not huge success, if there is not so much of the relationships, but you somewhere you find peace. So if your life is also something which is struggling in terms of relationships and financial or social issues, this video is probably for you. It is not a surprise to realize that understanding astrology helped me a lot to understand my life circumstances. That is, why these circumstances are being happened and how should I deal with them so that I can at least move ahead, I can at least have the better plans for myself, or to really understand that when I have to work hard or when I have to work smartly to just have the time killed or passed and then move towards the better direction. Well, firstly, let me say something very clearly. I do not believe in astrology blindly. I don't think that planets control us like puppets, but I do believe that they reflect patterns, and those patterns have very much influence on our lives. Once I understood those patterns, my life started making more sense to me. I am Pisces, and for almost 10 to 15 years, I have been struggling hard. I have cleared so many of the competitive exams, but I'm still struggling. I joined so many jobs, but due to some reasons, I had to leave. And not because I was incompetent, not because I was not working hard, but I don't know why the circumstances became so much harder for me to stay there. So my life was also struggling for the relationships I had. It is more about the family relationships, it is about the friendships I had. So for me, social life was also kind of a destroyed life for me. Even with the family, I had some kind of like a relation, but not the peace that I want or everyone has, at least in their lives. So there were times in my life I felt like, why things are so delayed? Why do I overthink so much? And why do some relationships feel intense? Why do I feel emotionally heavy sometimes? And it is not about having the heavy sometimes, like you might think that we all feel happy. We all feel heavy as well sometimes. The people who have lived life like me would understand that we have been struggling for long. It is like for 5 years, it is like for 10 years, and for me it is like 15 years since very young age. So it is very important to have these questions in mind, like why do I emotionally feel heavy? I used to blame myself. If I honestly tell you, I used to blame myself. I used to tell that somewhere I'm not understanding the things, I'm not working hard, I'm not working enough on the relationships, on my work, or with the family. Because how it is possible that everything is just wrong and I'm the right one? Like, professionally, if my office is wrong, if I say my family is not right, if I say my friends and social circle is not correct, it would not be the right choice to go for it. But when I started studying planets, it was like for me, like you have, like if you are listening to this, you also understand and realize that we do realize things. We do come across with many strange things, and this strange thing for me was like planets, because I was yes, a bit interested since I was a kid, but I never studied. So when I started studying planets, specifically Saturn, Moon, and Mercury, in my case, I realized that something important is there. Something important is to read and understand. It is about some energies that teach patience. It is about energies that increase the emotion and test communication as well. You know, when you have Saturn around you or in your sign, it is more about having the most difficult life than you ever have imagined. It is having the most difficult phase of your life. I am probably next going to classify about the Saturn impact on your life, so that if you are also struggling with these things and Saturn is around you, you should also understand this. I know today is the world where you scroll the reels and you feel like your time is wasted if you are going towards the video of 10 to 15 minutes. And I also used to do this. But somewhere, if your life is broken, you have to listen to the right person. And for me, I'm being that right person for you, who can understand your pain at least, and who can not give you the solutions, but who can give you the exact direction at least, where you can study yourself, where I can study for you to realize that where we are going and where we should go. Well, moving towards our topic, I understood that I should stop fighting myself, because it was not about me, that I'm not working hard. As I told you, I am highly qualified. I work a lot. I do hard work a lot. Like, I'm working on this channel as well because I wanted to share what I lost. I do not want people to lose their lovely lives because of these non-understanding of the planets. Well, I can give you the example. Like, when I learned about the influence of the Saturn, I understood that delays are basically not the punishments, these are preparations. So when you have Saturn in your life, Saturn gives you the lessons. When I will make the video, I will tell you how the Saturn is giving you the lessons and what should you do when Saturn is around you. Like, if I tell you for this period of time, Saturn has been for long in Pisces. It somewhere slightly left the Pisces for years. I mean, for more than a decade now. But it again come into the Pisces. It was about to leave the Pisces in the January 2026, but again Saturn came back, and it is now probably estimated that by the year 2028 Saturn is going to leave the Pisces, and it is going to enter the Aries. Now already Saturn has the impact on the Aries, so it will be important for those who have different planets in their signs, would have different energies. It is more about the energies. So when I understood that I have the Saturn energy, now I am no one here to fight with the challenges I get, but all I can do is to understand the Saturn and then react accordingly. So the pattern of Saturn for me was like, do not go for the risky decisions, do not go for the bad intentions, do not overreact, do not show ego or attitude, because Saturn will break you down if you show these things in your life. If you put ego when you are getting a job or successful, it will hit you hard, it will give you the challenges, and most probably you will not survive. You will get depressed and you will have the bad signs for you. So ultimately it changed my life. I understood why emotions are rising and falling. So instead of saying why I'm like this, I started saying that okay, today my emotional energy is sensitive and let me respond in that way. So awareness gave me control. Astrology for me is not about having the fear, it is about the awareness. If you know that a certain time period is about hard work, you prepare yourself mentally. If you know a period supports love and connection, you open your heart more. If you know that finances may require a discipline, so you will spend instead of overspending. So it becomes guidance, not superstitious thing for me. Understanding compatibility also helped me a lot to move towards a life partner today I have, and I'm blessed to have, because I understood the compatibility of both the signs. So moving towards the personal, it is sometimes energetically different because you have the different planets in your surroundings, in your stars, zodiac signs, sorry. So you have different things. So astrology helped me become more patient, understand my emotional cycles, handle financial decisions carefully, improve relationships, stop blaming myself, which is very important for me to realize that it is the natural trait to blame ourselves very quickly. But it is also important to realize that facts are different. We have the universe and it is so beautiful. You can see we have different planets, from which the one is Earth where we live, and we do have impacts. You can see you have sun. You have the major example of the sun, which is when around you gives you the energy. The sunlight gives you the motivation to go out, to work, to be in a certain way, and you call it a day. Otherwise, we are in the universe. We are on the planet where we cannot assume like day and night. Why we are assuming such things? Because there is nothing like day and night. It is more about having sun and moon. And even if we don't talk about the moon, it means that we do not have the light on the earth. So it is more about having the energy of the sun on us to get to know the things that we really don't understand. So I am going to help you all the way for those who really understand these deep things, because my videos are maybe not for someone who is just looking to swap the screen and not realizing the things that we need to understand and know about our lives. But if you take your life very seriously, I'm not saying that taking life seriously is blaming yourself or stressing out, but I'm talking about taking the life seriously means you want peace in your life, at least that I wanted to have. So my videos will help you. You can go for other videos as well, and understanding the planet is very important. I'm again saying that I will talk about each and every planet so that we can achieve the goal we want to at least understanding of the life, to realize that depression pills are no more of any worth. We need to realize that we are human beings and we have impact of different energies from the different planets around us. So keep watch on your own planet and do let me know your sign